Flashback.
Ha! Got him! I always knew you was a fake ass motherfucker. I always knew that you was a snake ass fucking fan. Seriously, rooting for a division rival team to beat us in the playoffs last year? Are you fucking serious, bro? Where the fuck they do that at? That must be that circle jerk shit that been going on in the NFC North, because in the NFC East, we don't do that shit over here. In the NFC East, we don't do that shit over here. In the NFC East, we don't do that shit over here. In the NFC East, we don't do that shit over here. In the NFC East, we don't do that shit over here. In the NFC East, we don't do that shit over here. In the NFC East, we don't do that shit over here. In the NFC East, we don't do that shit over here. In the NFC East, we don't do that shit over here.
Busted!
End of flashback.
Well, Desert Eagle 90. I guess the NFC East does indeed do that circle jerk bullshit after all. Man, that shit is very interesting to me. Man, imagine Cowboys, Giants, and Charmander fans rooting for the Eagles in the Super Bowl because Tom Brady lives rent-free in everybody's head. Hell, it's not like we've shown this the last couple years when we had Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Broncos, and Raider fans rooting for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl because Tom Brady lives in everybody's head. Hell, I even showed last year's Seahawk and Cardinal fans were rooting for the Rams in the Super Bowl last year over the Bengals. But yeah. But in all seriousness, no, Desert Eagle 90, no disrespect meant toward you, man. I actually like Desert Eagle 90. He's actually one of my favorite NFL vid makers on this platform. It's just, I came across that photo, and I remembered what he said against Jackass Tribe a few years ago, and I put two and two together, and I noticed a flaw in that argument, and it's like, at this point, I had to exploit it. I just had to. Because Desert Eagle 90, with that quote, and with that photo I came across, I had to take advantage of it. I had to do it. Like, no disrespect to you, Desert Eagle 90. I know you would never root for the Cowboys, Giants, or the Charmanders in the Super Bowl. I know you that well, man. Hell, for fuck's sakes, I'm actually good friends with Desert Eagle 90. It's just Desert Eagle 90. You can't give me ammo like that. You give me ammo like that in a loophole and a flaw, I'm going to take full advantage of it and exploit it. And to be honest, Desert Eagle 90, I would expect you to do the exact same thing. If the shoe was on the other foot. But yeah, anyway though, I just thought I'd just point that out there real quick and notice a little flaw in that argument. But honestly, anyway, all that does and what I've shown last year with the Rams Super Bowl win is that it's just what the NFL wants everybody to be. It's just one big old giant fucking bandwagon. But I'll tell you right now, as a Lions fan, I would never root for the Packers, the Vikings, or hell, even the fucking Care Bitches in the Super Bowl. I would never do that shit. But anyway, though, continuing on note, it's NFL season, so I decided, you know what? For this season, I think it was only fair to start this year off with a bang. So yeah, we got a week 1 game against the Philadelphia Eagles this Sunday for the Lions. So of course we're gonna preview this game, and I'll give my thoughts on this game coming up. So yeah, for this game, currently the point spread that has Philadelphia favored in this game by 3.5 points. So around 4-point favorites. It's gonna be a close game. Philadelphia, they lead the all-time series against Detroit 17-16-2. Last year, Philadelphia, they were 6-3 on the road last year. Detroit was 3-5 at home last year. Hell, all of Detroit's wins last year came at home. But Philadelphia was a pretty solid road team, too. Hell, one of Philly's 6 road wins came in Detroit last year. And last year's game, less said about that game, the better. But anyway, though, let's go over the key players on both sides of the ball. So on the offense, of course, the QB for this team is Jalen Hurts. You know, the jury's out on Hurts if he is truly the leader of this QB, can be the franchise QB for this team or not. I think he's a solid QB. I think he could, but this year is definitely going to be a put up or shut up year for Jalen Hurts, without a doubt. The running back core, it's led by the duo of Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell. And Hurts can also lead well with his legs, too. On the receiving core, you got names like Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Zach Pascal, Devin Allen, and you got Dallas Goedert at tight end. But, of course, the big addition to the receiving core was the Eagles in the offseason acquiring A.J. Brown from the Tennessee Titans. And they only had to give up one first-round pick in last year's draft for it, and a third-rounder. And the Eagles are definitely put a lot of faith in A.J. Brown being the piece they need to get that offense going. Especially because then they're fucking paying him like it with a 4-year, $100 million deal with $57 million of it guaranteed. So they're going to pay him like a top wide receiver. And I think A.J. Brown's going to play a big factor in the Eagles offense this year for sure. The defense, of course, the defensive line that's led by the likes of Derek Barnett, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat. You also have Javon Hargrave, but he's questionable for this game with a toe injury. And, of course, I haven't even mentioned their first-round pick this year, which is rookie Jordan Davis. That's Jordan Davis. Yeah, Davis, I think he's going to be a big piece to that defensive line that's going to fuck shit up for the next decade for the Eagles. He's definitely going to be the eventual successor to Fletcher Cox. Since Cox is probably a year or two out from leaving the Eagles or retiring. I mean, Fletcher's had a really good career, but I think Jordan Davis is a good successor for Fletcher. The linebacking core, it's led by Kazir White, T.J. Edwards. You also got Hassan Reddick, who the Eagles acquired in the offseason to help the pass rushing for the Eagles, since they finished second to last in getting sacks to the QB. And I haven't even mentioned their third-round pick, which is Nakobe Dean, the star linebacker out of Georgia. And if anyone's wondering his health status for this game, he's actually not on the injury list. He's actually cleared and 100% ready to go. So Nakobe Dean is going to be at full strength for this game. Now the question is, can he stay healthy? That's going to be the big thing for him in the long term. I think he can have a promising career, but can he stay healthy? That's the big question. The secondary, it's led by Darius Slay. He also got Zach McPherson. You also got Avonte Maddox in there. You also got James Bradbury, who the Eagles acquired from the Giants. And you also got Kayvon Wallace in there. You got Marcus Epps, who is questionable with a back injury. So the Eagles' defense is loaded. The offense is good to go. Of course, the head coach of this squad is second-year head coach Nick Sirianni. And Nick Sirianni, he actually did a really good job with the Eagles last year. Because the Eagles last year were so fucked last year in cap hell. And he was able to take that Eagles squad not only to a winning record, but Sirianni was able to coach them to a playoff berth. To a shocking playoff berth. But this time, I don't think if the Eagles make the playoffs this year, it won't be a surprise this time. Hell, I actually have the Eagles winning the NFC East this year. So yeah, that's how much confidence I have in the Eagles to be good this year. The Eagles are going to be a very good team this year. The offensive coordinator is Shane Steichen, and the defensive coordinator is Jonathan Gannon. So the Eagles' offense last year was ranked 14th. They struggled a lot in the passing game as they were ranked 25th. But oddly enough, they were the #1 team running the ball with the #1 run game in the league. Part of that, though, is because the Baltimore Ravens were injured the hell and back last year. But hey, the Eagles are respectable in their own right. So the Eagles are very good at running the football. But I think with A.J. Brown in that offense this year and having Devontae Smith, I do not think that Eagles passing game is going to be 25th. I think they're going to be at least mid-pack for sure. So that Eagles offense is going to be tough to beat. The Eagles defense last year was a top 10 ranked defensive unit, ranked 10th. They were 11th against the pass, but they were a top 10 unit against the run, ranked 9th. So the Eagles defense can definitely hold its own against any phase of the ball. The one thing they really struggled at, though, was getting pressure to the QB. But when you had Darius Slay, who had a Pro Bowl season last year, then it really kind of doesn't really matter, though, if you need a pass rush or not. But it's better to have one and get less pressure off Slay, to be honest. But yeah, overall, for the keys to this game, the Lions, though, they need to find a way to stop the run. That is the big priority right there. Stop the run and get pressure to Jalen Hurts. The Lions also got to open up that run game against that tough Eagles defense. Like that front seven is going to be no joke for the Eagles. And they got to find a way to get Darius Slay, keep the ball away from Darius Slay. When the passing game, just don't target Slay. Go wherever Slay is, go the opposite direction of the field. And miss it. But yeah, overall though, this game is going to be a very tough game. But I think the big thing, though, is if the Eagles want to have a chance to win, they got to get the crowd out of the game early. Because, oh yeah, I should mention real quick that this game is sold out. Every ticket has been sold. Like, the only tickets left for the Lions home opener this year are standing room tickets. Which this is the first time in 3 years that a Lions home game that isn't Thanksgiving had every ticket sold out and only standing room tickets left. So that's damn impressive. So yeah, you can Lions fans can bash Sheila Ford and the Lions for their tactics to try and get tickets to the game. In the end, though, you can't question its effectiveness because obviously it worked for the home opener. So why would they change something up that worked? But here's the thing, though. Too bad that ticket revenue is the least of the Lions' revenue that they make, because most of the Lions revenue comes off fucking TV and endorsement deals and all that. But yeah, just thought I'd mention that. That is actually pretty fucking cool that the Lions home opener is sold out and only standing room tickets left. So yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. I imagine a lot of people are there just because it's the debut of Aiden Hutchinson and seeing how he does. It's kind of sad that we're not going to have the Lions won't have Jamison Williams in the first 4 games, at least the first 4 games of the season. But I did hear that Jamison Williams, he is progressing well in his recovery. And he should be back sometime in October. Maybe after the bye week when the Lions take on the Cowboys. We'll have to see. But yeah, this game, though, this game's going to be a tough game. Like, it's not going to be an easy game. Like I said, I think the Eagles are going to be one of the top teams in the NFC this year. Like I mentioned, I have them winning the East, for fuck's sake. So, that's how good I think the Eagles will be this year. It's going to be a tough game. Won't be easy. I believe out of the Lions' first 5 games this year, this is going to be the toughest one of those 5. The other 4 are winnable games. But this one is going to be the biggest challenge, right out of the gate. I'll be honest here, I think it's going to be a close game. I do not think the Eagles are going to beat the shit out of the Lions like they did last year. But I could see me in a high-scoring game. But in the end, though, it's a tough one. But I feel like the Eagles will win on like a last-second field goal. Like, I think it's going to be a very close game, high-scoring game. But in the end, got to give the edge to the Eagles. I just think the Eagles overall are a better team than the Lions. And the Eagles are trending in the right direction. Like, Howie Roseman was able to take a situation where the Eagles were fucked. And now he's given the Eagles, within 1 year, a very bright future. Like, the Eagles are going to be a team to contend with in the NFC for years. They're going to be a very tough team. Regardless if Jalen Hurts is the franchise QB or not. Even if Hurts isn't, whoever the Eagles end up bringing in to replace him in the future would be in a very good spot. But I think Hurts is truly that guy. I mean, we'll see this year for sure. Because this year, Jalen Hurts has no excuses this year. It's put up or shut up. But in the end, no, got to give the edge to the Eagles. I think this is a game the Eagles win. Going to be a very close game. And oh yeah, there is an Eagles hate week coming up this week. And it is coming up either Thursday or Friday. It's going to focus on that fat pedophile son of a bitch in the Eagles fan base, EDP445. Yes, that fat bastard is still roaming. He's not on YouTube. He's on fucking TikTok now. And oh yeah, little birdie told me that the EDP plans to be at the Eagles Week 5 game against the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. Of course, he's going to go to a road game on the West Coast where the Eagle fans may not be able to keep him out of the building. But does EDP even realize there are a lot of Eagle fans on the West Coast? Like, this just shows how fucking stupid EDP is. There's no way he'll be let in the stadium. No way in hell they'll let his fat ass in. The fans won't let him in, I guarantee it. If he does, he'll get the shit kicked out of him. But yeah, anyway though, I'll talk more about EDP in the hate week later this week. But yeah, I think the Eagles win this game. It's going to be a very close game, but I think the Eagles edge out the Lions in the home opener. But yeah, NFL season's officially underway. See, anyway, that's going to wrap it up here. I'll see you all later. Peace.